Welcome everyone, it's Reekyracer here with another special transport. As you can gather, I've got a Chinook helicopter on board here, and we'll just wait till the cutscene's all finished and we'll go through it with you. Show you what this one's all about. Doesn't look like it's all that wide, about as wide as what the trailer is. By the look at that, just looks fairly long, that's all. So we've got the attention blah blah blah, follow the route advisor. I will actually just put my handbrake on, take it out of gear and give you a bit of a look at it without the mirrors and the route advisor. So there you go, big Chinook helicopter, not bad at all, monster. Fairly decent size, but it's fairly narrow, as I said. It's a little bit wider than the trailer, but not much. So it should be a fun little run. And as you can see, I am driving the Peterbilt 389. This truck here has got the Cummins engine in it, so the ISX 15. And we'll see how this thing goes and handles. So this is the interior of the Peterbilt. As you can see, I've left the standard steering wheel on it. I didn't muck around with it too much, being that I'll probably only keep this one for a few loads as well. And I picked the black interior this time because the other interior with the normal wood grain on the dash actually had sort of creamy pink seats and just did not appease to me at all. So I thought I would go with the black wood grain interior. And yeah, there you go. Alright, well, we'll throw the mirror up, we'll get the route advisor up here, 5.5 hour journey, and 52 foot long, 13 foot wide, and 10 foot high. Oh, we just turned the truck off. Alright, well, we'll put it in gear and we will get out of here. Now it is 5:47 PM. So we will be delivering this one in the dark, as per usual. Seems to be the way we go with these things. And this looks like the way we're meant to be going. I'm not real sure. I suppose we'll find out in a minute when we get up the road. But yeah, as you can see, it's not all that high and not all that wide. We'll get our flashing lights going, probably throw our headlights on as well. And off we go. Oh, it looks like we've got a turn here already, so we'll take it out a little bit wider. And that's not going to work, is it? Going to get it around there anyway. All good. It's a fairly narrow corner for a decent size load, really. Anyway. So yeah, this is not overly long. We should be able to get this into the one video. I will actually slow back down to the 40 mile an hour. And we are changing lanes. So let's throw it into autopilot. Off we go. So hopefully you are all enjoying the series so far. I'm really enjoying bringing it to you. It has been a lot of fun trying to find all these different loads. I ended up actually having to buy the San Francisco truck headquarters just so that I could actually have a fast travel point, just to try and make it a little bit easier, because I was actually driving back to different jobs and it was just taking days and days, as you'll see there on my route advisor there, my navigation. I'm up to 4.9 million. I think I started this series at like 3.3 million. So it just goes to show how many days of driving I've actually done. There's usually a day or two of driving after I do one of these loads to get back to the next load. So I can show you guys, yeah, there's a lot of driving involved. We're doing a change of lane maneuver here. Maybe. Yep. So off we go. Now, as this one isn't too wide, I think we can pretty much sit the helicopter on that line where it is sitting there now. So it looks like we've got about a foot and a half of clearance. And then on the other side, we're pretty much sitting just inside that line on that side as well. So if anyone does want to actually get past us, it will be no worries at all for them. For that matter, now that we are in the middle of the highway, I'll just make sure that people can actually get past us both ways. Although it does look like we are going to be turning not too far up here. As you can see, we're just driving past Oakland. So this was in San Francisco. And I'm not sure where we're driving to. Fresno, as far as I can remember. Pretty sure it was San Francisco to Fresno for this one. Alright, well, now we're going to have to try and go across this bridge here. This is going to be very interesting. We'll stick right out wide. Oh, hit the curb a little bit too wide. There we go, no worries at all. A little bit of damage to the prime mover itself, but should be alright. Get it back up to 40. Put the cruise control back on. Like I said, we've probably only got about an hour and a half of daylight left. I didn't really time this job all that well because I wanted to go and buy the Peterbilt just to show you guys the different interiors and the different looking truck, the different bonnet and such. I just wish I'd actually run the Volvo originally with the Volvo motor, because then that way it would have given us a good comparison between the Volvo motor, the ISX15 and the C15. But to be honest, if you can buy it, throw this Cat C15 into it. It does have another 25 horsepower on top of all the other engines that are in the game, because I think the C15 Cummins, the ISX15 Cummins is only a 600 horsepower engine, where the C15 Cat is a 625, and it also has a higher rev range. I think these Cummins and the Cats, I think, are about a 1200 RPM peak torque range, whereas the Volvo motor originally, I think it was only about 1095 horsepower. So 1095 RPM, sorry, at peak torque. And I always run with the 18-speed gearbox. I don't run with 18-speed with the retarder. It's just a plain 18-speed gearbox. The retarder's not bad, but with a steering wheel, as soon as you let your accelerator off, the retarder kicks in. I just don't like that myself. I'd rather have the the manual exhaust brake myself. So hence the reason I run with a plain 18-speed gearbox. Plus the 18-speed gearbox also gives you a lot better range in gears with these heavy vehicles. I probably wouldn't go anything under about a 13-speed if I were doing these loads. You just won't have the pulling power like the 18 speeds have. So we'll get it back up to 40 mile an hour again. There we go. We've got about 150 miles to go, saying about 3 hours 18 minutes, 11:56 p.m. I might just throw it into third person view before it actually does get dark. At least you can have a bit of a look at it. Oh. Drive down the road properly, Reeky. There you go. Oh, got to learn to drive it the right way. Not a bad looking truck, those Peterbilts. Nice flat cab, flat sleeper cab on them. You can get the aero version of this as well. I just don't really like the aero version in this one. It looks way too high. I do like the flat top as that is there. But as you can see, it is a very long load. Doesn't actually have the extra articulated back on this one. Oh. Well, that's enough of that. We'll jump back in. It's getting dark anyway. We'll keep on plodding along. As far as I know, the only loads we have left after this one will be the giant silo, and there is also a Coast Guard ship as well. The Coast Guard ship I've seen once in game so far, and that was from San Francisco, hence why I bought the truck headquarters in San Francisco. That way I can actually just fast travel back there, sleep if I have to, wait for the job to turn up, because I'm not sure how often that boat shows up. Like I said, I've only seen it once in probably, this would be the third week of gameplay for me. 3 weeks of gameplay, maybe 4 in-game weeks. The helicopter, this is the second one I've ever seen as well. So they're not all that common from what I can tell. But hope for the best, and we will try and find them and get them out to you, because I would like to keep this series going every day until I have all 11 loads showcased for you guys and girls out there. And as you can see, the ETA is actually going up. It's 12:08, 12:09 AM. 100 miles to go, 108 miles, and 2 hours and 24 minutes remaining. As you can see, it is a little bit of a different perspective at night time, although everything is lit up nicely. So it still looks just as good. And all those revolving lights have the real flashing going on. Same as the police cars out in front there. with the strobing effects. They look really good. I don't actually mind driving this game day or night, really. It does not bother me. And you'll know if you do a lot of driving in this game that night driving is just a part of the game. The night time doesn't actually last as long. I think it's 9 PM till 4:30 AM or 5 AM. It may even be. So you have daylight from 5 AM till 9 PM. And so there's not that much dark that you have to contend with. So the ETA is blown out to 12:15 now, with 89 miles to go and 2 hours and 2 minutes. And yes, at 40 mile an hour, I suppose it is going to take 2 hours to drive that 80 miles. But there is not much we can do about that because they set the pace. The only upside to this is that there isn't that much traffic on the road, which is great. They seem to have worked on that in the game, where the nighttime traffic dies off, as it should. Realistically, there should really only be trucks and a few cars on the road. But I wouldn't imagine you'd be doing these types of loads at night time, being that the low visibility out that mirror there, I can't actually see real well. Now I'm just using the mirrors and the reflection of the strobe light just to sort of catch a glimpse of that helicopter every now and again. Make sure I am sitting in the road. But I also do use the little bonnet emblem there as a bit of a guide as well, because you can see through that hole. If you sit the right hand side of that body of that emblem, right on that edge of that line there, it seems to be right in the middle of the lane. Which is one good thing I like about the Peterbilts. So there is a little bit of difference with these trucks, as you can see. Gauges in different spots and the dashes are all set up a little bit different. But other than that, these trucks are pretty much personal choice, really. You either do or you don't like the Volvo, and same with the Kenworths and same with the Peterbilts. With me, it doesn't really bother me. I like all of them, and I will continue to buy each and every one of them as the need arises. I was going to deck out my new truck headquarters in San Francisco with Volvos. I'll probably run with the Volvo engine in all of those trucks as well, just to see how it all goes. May as well stick with the Volvo engine in a Volvo truck rather than putting a Cummins in it. I would have actually liked to have seen a Detroit diesel DD15 put in there as well, but they have not got it, so whether they couldn't get the rights to it, not really sure. But you would think if Cat and Cummins are giving out their names, you'd think they would have tried for Detroit as well. Looks like we're going to turn off here as well. This is the Fresno turn off. So we will be taking a right turn up here and then a left. So this is another one of these bridges that we've got to try and work out how to get around. But I think if we swing as far out as we can, like so. Gives us plenty of room to get around. Looks like everyone's waiting for us there. Hopefully there's no one around this corner, because I'm going to have to take this fairly wide just to keep it so that it doesn't do that and give me 4% damage. Oh, you rude person. Oh well, 4% damage. We will not get an excellent on this load. I was thinking we were going to get all the way through 11 loads with excellence on them all, but does not seem to be the case on this one. Oh. I'll get it back up to 40. We've got about 36 minutes remaining. So we're on the final 23 miles of the trip. It's good to actually be on a little side road here off the highway. And I can see the little destination flag now, just up the road. Put a bit of trailer brake on there coming down that hill. We were actually picking up a lot of speed there. But 8 miles to go and 13 minutes. Although I don't think it's going to take 13 minutes to get down the road here. And it looks like the speed limit actually drops to 35 here. And it looks like we've got a turn. And some more damage on the trailer there. Another percentage. Down into this way. And it looks like we've got to come into the rail yard here. Really, you want me to take it in there and try and put it into here? It's a bit ridiculous. I don't think it's going to go in here. No, it's not. There's no way you're going to get that to sit straight. So anyway, as you can all see there, that is the large helicopter-y thingy. So we'll just move forward, but I don't think it's going to do it. No. So yes, the big, large Chinook helicopter. Oi, we actually went inside that for a second. I don't know how that did that, but anyway. There you go. So we'll deliver the load, and good job on that one this time. So we actually lost $1,300. So we only made the $19,293, which isn't bad still. $19,000 for a 25-minute video. Can't complain. So yes, thank you very much everyone for joining me once again, and I will endeavour to get the next 2 videos out over the next couple of days. Make sure if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also hit that bell notification as well. Let you know when I am uploading my latest videos. But until next time, catch you all later. Bye.